Good evening. When it comes to Indian exports and imports, which is always there in the news, anything that is imported or exported may be a question in our any forthcoming examination. And in this session, we are going to discuss something which is related to aquaculture, which is related to Indian seafood, and which is related to our exports, and that is shrimps. You might have heard about the prawns and also shrimps. Are they both different? No, there is a difference. First, I would like to show you the difference between these two. Then we'll be going ahead with answering a question based on this particular information. Look at this. So this is a shrimp on the left and prawns on the right. Shrimps have claws on two of their five pairs of legs. Prawns have claws on three of their five pairs of legs. Meaning both have five pairs of legs, but when it comes to claws, shrimp has claws on two pairs of legs, but when it comes to prawns, it has claws on three pairs of legs. Clear? So based on this information, based on our exports of shrimp, let's try to look at a question, and please look at and write down one point very clearly. Andhra Pradesh, the state of Andhra Pradesh is the largest producer of shrimp in India. Please remember this one, very 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 important, right? Look at this. So now if you look at the question, consider the following statements: 1 2 3 4 ABCD. Four statements are given, minimum three statements are right. Clear? And if you look at statement number C, that is present in all the options. So in the examination, if you find any statement like C in this case in all the options, you need not read that statement, and that will be directly a correct statement. Clear? This is how you can save time in the examination. So let's try to read all the four statements. India is the biggest supplier of shrimp to United States of America. That is very much right. And when it comes to the statistics, important one, in the year 22-23, India's seafood exports, right? So I am not just mentioning about the shrimps, but this is related to the entire seafood. India's seafood exports stood at $8.09 billion. Very 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 important, and these are the points that you need to write in the examination. So when you need to when you are asked to write something about our exports. Clear? So $8.09 billion in Indian currency, that is equal to 64,000 crores. And shrimps accounted for $5.6 billion, meaning $8.09 billion is the export. Out of that one, shrimp alone, it is accounting for $5.6 billion, meaning look at the the demand for the shrimp from India abroad. Clear? But why are we discussing this? Because one of the institutions at the international level has raised some alarm. Clear? It has accused India with respect to our maintenance, and what are all the maintenance that are happening in India with respect to the production of the shrimp. That is the reason why we are discussing this point. So statement 2 is also correct, meaning A and B both are right. C, 1 lakh shrimp farms in Andhra Pradesh alone account for almost 70% of India's shrimp outputs. I told you already, India, this with respect to our states, Andhra Pradesh is the largest producer of shrimps in India, right? So statement C is also correct. And when it comes to D, right? So women account for 70% of the 8 million odd jobs in this sector. So in this sector, you got 8 million odd jobs, meaning out of this 8 million, 70% are women. Clear? So now choose the correct answer. All the statements are very much right. A, B, C, D. So obviously our answer should be option number 4. Look at this. Clear? Next, look at the last point. So why this particular one is there in the news? Because Corporate Accountability Lab alleged dangerous and abusive working conditions in some shrimp hatcheries, growing ponds and peeling sheds. So this is a very serious allegation, and Indian Ministry of Commerce has taken it very seriously, and our government has raised the objections. Right? Since this is an international firm, if you say like this one, so the Indian prestige will be affected, right? And then obviously our exports will also get affected, and our revenue will also get affected very badly. That's the reason why Indian government has reacted immediately, and Indian government also ordered Indian firms to look into all these things very carefully. That is the reason why this is very much there in the news. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next session.